welcome back to another video, boys. We are here. We are on SMX Round 3, the finals, as it's called in game. And yeah, we're at LA Coliseum, and SMX is only around the corner. It's probably about, well, I mean, we're going to be having a little break after Outdoors. But yeah, I just fancy getting back on the SMX tracks. I've not been on them in a while. That's a lie, actually. I rode it with Jake. I rode this with Jake maybe a week ago. Just to get on it again, just to download, literally re-downloaded it just to try and see what it's like, and we just ran some laps together. It was actually really fun. But yeah, it's been, oh my god, it's been a long time since SMX, almost a year, which it doesn't feel like that, to be honest. I feel like it's kind of, it feels like it's longer, but I don't know, it feels very weird. It feels like it was a long time ago, but it actually wasn't. But I think it's just because, like, we've done it once. Obviously it's a new thing, so it doesn't feel like it's part of the calendar yet. It still feels like an event thing, if that makes any sense. It doesn't feel like it's going to be from now on part of it, which I don't hate, but I'm not the biggest fan of doing an extra round, because it's like 3 extra rounds on top of Outdoors. I'd much like to just sort of, you know, get my career points at the end of Outdoors and then not have to worry about it. But then there's a good side of, you know, if I'm not in it by the end of Outdoors, then I have 3 extra rounds to bring it back, you know. So it is what it is. There's good things about it, bad things about it. But yeah, I feel like trying to just get back into the Supercross flow of things again. Obviously, we've got one round of Outdoors. We've got Ironman, as you guys are probably seeing this. Will probably be out Friday morning. So yeah, Ironman. And yeah, the final round of Outdoors. So as soon as that's done, I think it's going to be kind of, everyone's going to go back into Supercross mode again. Like, Supercross lobbies are going to be up, everyone's going to be riding Supercross, and Supercross track's going to come out on mods. I feel like you can kind of tell what season is what just by mods. I feel like a lot of people bring Supercross tracks out during Supercross, and then a lot of outdoor tracks sort of always keep coming out. But when you start seeing a lot of Supercross tracks on mods, that's when you know that we're either in Supercross season or Outdoors is just finished, basically. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to just sort of doing the SMX series, getting my career number, which is the goal, and then just having like months off. It's a very, very long year. You think we've been racing weekly since January, so almost every single week since January. I think we've had maybe 4 to 5 weeks off, maybe, like altogether out of the whole year. So it's quite a few, but we did have quite a few issues when it came to Supercross, so it is what it is. Normally we miss about 3 to 4 weeks, but I think we may have missed about 5 or 6 possibly, just from all Supercross issues. So it is what it is, but what can you do about it? But yeah, hopefully next year's a lot smoother during Supercross. Outdoors has been good, touch wood, final round to go. We haven't had any major issues or had to miss a round, so that's good. Supercross, we had quite a few problems just with kids being kids, people DDoSing, and just people being very odd, you know. We had tried to have a rain race at San Diego, and people just DDoS everything because they didn't want to ride in the rain. Like, come on. Like, come on, it's a game at the end of the day. If you don't want to ride in the rain, just don't show up. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It's the same kind of with real life. You know, if you don't want to race in the rain, then why do you do motocross? And also, just don't race it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. You haven't got to ruin it for everyone else just because you don't want to race it. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, we've got 3 rounds of the SMX, and we're going to be doing it, I assume, October time. So real life they do it September, early September, well, all the way through September. I'm pretty sure it starts in about a week or 2 real life, and then ends at 27th of September or something like that, at the end of September. So we run it about, we're going to run it probably about a month afterwards, just because we need to give the track creators a bit of a break, which I get. They've done a full season, full Supercross, full Outdoors. I suppose we could let them have a break. But yeah, we've got the real life nations coming up. A lot of the teams are being announced now. I believe the deadline is within the next few days, I think, like 3 days or so, which US have kind of left it to the very, very last second, I will say. But they are going to have Chase Sexton, Aaron Plessinger, and I forgot the kid's name now. Chance Hymas, that's the one, sorry, I forgot his name. Chance Hymas. So, going to be an interesting team. I'm going to the Nations as well, so I kind of wanted it to be Deegan, because I want to watch Deegan ride. I've been watching him since he's been on 65, so it would have been cool to just kind of meet him, or even just see him ride, because I know if I wanted to go and see Deegan, that is going to be the hardest thing of the day, is just to, like, meet him, just because his van is going to be, or his truck is going to be absolutely ram-packed with people. So it is what it is, but I suppose maybe we'd have to go another year if they run it in England again, just because he's got a long season ahead of him, or a long career ahead of him, I should say, really. So maybe if they do Matterley again in the next few years, possibly he'll do it then. Maybe even be in the 450 class then. Who knows? Probably. But yeah, there you got a solid team, and then we got I think. Well, we haven't actually announced our team yet for it. Conrad Muse, Josh Gilbert, and Max Anstey. I think that's kind of the goal that we're going for. But, I mean, I saw a post this morning. It was like, Team GB want to go for a podium like they did in 2017. But I'm sorry, we don't have a podium team. Like, are you kidding me? We got like, what, Netherlands to beat, Belgium to beat, Germany's a decent team to beat, Australia's a good team to beat, US is a good team. There's so many good teams. I'm saying five winning teams, I would say. Belgium have a solid team. Netherlands have a solid team. Australia have a solid team. And US also now have a solid team. So it's going to be very, very difficult. But I'm looking forward to watching just... I don't know. I want to watch the riders. I feel like everyone's going to be so quick. Like those of you that probably, you know, are American here, I feel like 80 or I think like 70% or something of my channel is like American subscribers, which is very odd. I thought I'd bring in more of like UK based community, but maybe not. It's pretty much mainly American, to be honest. But yeah, those of you that have been to Nationals or Supercross or anything like that, yeah, those of you that have been to watch Nationals, or I'm pretty sure half of you have a National as your local track, which is just crazy to think of from like a UK standpoint, that, you know, there's not really any Nationals or proper good tracks that are locals. So yeah, I feel like those of you that are like, oh yeah, I live like 5 minutes from Hangtown, so fair enough. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people have seen them ride. Obviously all the Americans, you guys have probably been to Nationals and all that, but from the UK, we don't see anyone that pace around it. So yeah, I just really want to see how quick they really are in real life. Even just GP guys, I've not even been to a GP before, so I'm just intrigued to see how quick they really are, because obviously you watch people here in the UK, we have our quick riders, we've got Conrad Muse and stuff like that, who races Jeffrey Herlings and has beat Jeffrey Herlings in the British. But to me, it's like, he's not US pace. Like Conrad, if Conrad went to America, yes, he's winning everything in the UK by 40 seconds, but if he went to America, he'd probably be mid-pack guy, like 10 to 15th, maybe a top 10 possibly. But, you know, it's just like, America is a different breed, a different, like, pace compared to anywhere else for motocross. So I just really want to see how quick they really are in person and just watch them, basically. But yeah, a little bit of a shame that Deegan isn't there. Personally, a big Deegan fan. And yeah, Jet's going to be there though, so get to see Jet at least. Jet's one of my favourite riders, and I don't get why people hate him. I understand the whole, like, you know, speeches and all that, but that's good. I like that. It's funny. Be cocky. Like, if you win, be cocky. Like, I don't care. And it's more of just like a podium ego. It's not. He hasn't got that at all. He's not got a massive ego. He just does it because it's funny. Like, it genuinely is funny, and it's funny when people hate on him just because he's having fun, bro. He's what, 18 years old, smoking everyone that's been in the 250 class. You think RJ Hampshire, for example? You think that Deegan, I know Deegan, RJ Hampshire hasn't done outdoors, but I don't think RJ would have beaten him anyway, if I'm being honest. But yeah, you've got people like RJ who's been in the 250 class like 13, 14 years or something. Deegan probably watched RJ as he's growing up. And it's just like, now that he's like beating him and stuff, it's like, bro, it's just funny. Like, it's just funny that he's beating people that have been there for years, and I think he has a right to just have a little laugh at it, be a little cocky, and it's just enjoyable to watch. You know, you always want to know what he wants to say on the podium and see what he's got to say about someone, or if he, you know, he's an aggressive rider as well, which is good. You get to actually see some proper battles. It's not just sort of, you know, you get a hardcore battle going on for a 35-minute race, and it's just like, yeah, track was good, road good, VL rode really well today. Like, if you just talk like that, you're just boring. You got the person of an iron board. Like, it's just pointless. I feel like actually, like, being aggressive and like running on the inside of people, and then just calling them trash at the end. It's just funny. Like, why would you not want that? It's just enjoyable. I think in bikes they should do like podium speeches. I think a podium speech in bikes would be really funny. I've done that a few times in other series. Ones that I commentate, like the ATR series and stuff, for example. Sometimes I get Cam or someone on the podium just in a VC just to have like a little podium speech thing, just 'cause it's funny. People can just You know, you could just have some fun. Like, yeah, I feel like a lot of people just take Deegan way too seriously and just think he's, you know, some arrogant rich kid. But it is what it is, bro. He rides motocross for a living, and I'm sure everyone that's watching this probably would want to do that as well. So let him live his life. He's living. He's earning. He's made more money since he was a pro motocross rider than probably half of us will ever make in our lives. So, yeah, just, you know, live life, have fun. But yeah, I think coming back to the SMX, I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully, I can have secured a career number by then and not have to stress too much about the whole double and triple points, or maybe use them to my advantage is kind of the plan. But yeah, I think that'll do it from me. Kind of blabbed on a little bit about some, you know, motocross stuff or like nations and stuff like that, but I feel like nations sort of going to be big. It's going to be really, really good this year. I think there's a lot of good teams that could possibly win. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to nations. I'm glad that I could go to it basically as well. So yeah, appreciate you guys watching. If you guys do want to get this track, it is on MX shop. $1.50 or something. I can't remember how much they actually charge for the SMX rounds. I'm not actually too sure, to be honest. I was making a joke with Jake earlier or the other day that because it's a hybrid Supercross and outdoors, he's going to charge us for both. So it'd be the $2 with the $1.50, just charge us like $3.50 for an SMX track. It's just something like that. But yeah, if you guys want to get this track, I believe it's $1.50 or $2 or something like that on the shop. But yeah, I would wait till the SMX ones come out because there'll be different layouts and, you know, different scaling maybe as well. But yeah, we'll leave it there. I appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Peace. Yoi.